Okay, let's go. This is what if Deku was the reincarnation of Goku redo. So I'm just gonna get into this bullshit, okay? This one obviously won the freaking thing. I did these two because I was being bugged over the course of a month from two people saying, "Where's the reincarnation of Goku? What if Deku was Spider-Man?" So I was like, let's let the subscribers pick. And you guys picked what if Deku was the reincarnation of Goku. So the second video I'll be posting today is what if Deku was the not reincarnation of Vegeta, but I'll say what if, I'm thinking, it'll probably either be what if Deku had a quirk, or what if Deku, had an explosion quirk. So, yeah, let's just get into it. So, first of all, we start this video off with Deku basically sparring off with Goku Jr., which Goku Jr. would be basically be over 100 years old, because Saiyans don't really start to age until they're 50. But then you would say half human blood, or I would say fuck you and go to hell, okay? So, yeah, I'm mixing up things in this what if, just because it's a hypothetical, and I can do whatever the hell I want. And if you have a problem with it, just create a YouTube channel, please and thank you. So, now, basically, over the course of 100 years, Goku Jr. had his kids, with their kids have their kids, and that kid had that kid, and so it's Inko, which they all have S cells, but then, our boy Goku Jr. notices something different about Deku, because Deku, he has the stronger S cells than everybody out of the entire family, which we would know this because DNA testing. I'm gonna say how people see if people have quirks in this timeline is the quirk gene would be flowing in people's blood. What they see, and they see what that Deku was quirkless, which I'd say that Capsule Quirk was checking this out. So they would alert basically Goku Jr. and they would tell him that he has extremely strong S cells, because I would say that they would still have DNA testing from Goku, or not Goku, but from Goku or Vegeta or someone. So they're like, this guy will basically Deku, which I mean it's a reference to Dragon Ball, but whatever. So they're like, Deku, he has like extremely powerful S cells, almost like a full-blooded or a pure-blooded Saiyan. And he's like, huh? Which Deku is a pure-blooded Saiyan, because Goku merged his soul with Deku's, and I'll think of an explanation later. So yeah, so basically Goku, GT Goku. If you did not see from the picture, this is GT Goku. So yeah, this is what if Deku was, what if Goku, this is what if GT Goku was the reincarnation of Deku. What? How did I fuck that up? Whatever, you guys will just read the title. So, yeah. Deku, he's basically, he's training with, our boy, not Goku, but he's training with Goku Jr. So, Goku Jr. is like, alright, Deku, let's kick it up a notch, as he starts to scream out, and he transforms into a Super Saiyan. He's like, alright, come on. Which Deku, he would already unlock Super Saiyan, because I messed up the concept of reincarnation, so yeah. And Deku will have the full abilities of Goku, no nerfing. I'm just gonna stop nerfing people now, because, yeah, whatever. So Deku isn't being nerfed. He has the full abilities of Goku. So Deku would go Super Saiyan. He would basically, yeah, his Super Saiyan, it would be a little bit, half Saiyans are stronger than pure-blooded. So, yeah, our boy Deku, he just goes Super Saiyan, and that's when their battle begins. They would charge at each other as they start to trade blows, and Goku Jr. will retreat into the sky. Which then Deku would stop, and he's like, that's no fair, I don't know how to fly yet. As he's like, you should have learned. As Goten, well, not Goten, how do I keep mixing those two up? Goku Jr. would just start laughing, as Deku, he would start jumping up to try to hit Goten. Goku Jr., he would start jumping up to try to hit Goku Jr. Goku Jr. is like, alright, that's enough for today. So he would land on the ground. I'm pretty sure I gave Deku an age. Deku's 7 years old now. And you cannot blame me for giving Deku Super Saiyan at the age of 7. Because if you look back in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, you would see that Goten and Trunks were Super Saiyans at the age of 8 and 9, okay? So you can suck my, okay, kid? Or adult. I don't know what you are. Alien. Anyway, so yeah. Our boy Deku, he lands down, and since he is the reincarnation of Goku, he does have that mentality to want to fight a lot. So he's extremely excited. He's like, "Come on, let's go again." And go to our Goku Jr.'s like, "I'm getting too old for this, boy." As he would just walk away. And he'd say that you should go over to Council Court and you should spar with Kugo. I'm just gonna say that I'm using Kugo a lot since it was created by someone who's been with, or it was created by a little lad, and I really don't know any good names, so yeah, I'm just gonna use Kugo. Kugo is he's not reincarnation of anybody. He's basically part of Vegeta's bloodline, so yeah. Deku would rush over, and he would run into Nero and Kaiba, who are also part of the bloodline of Vegeta. So he'd be like, "You guys want to spar?" And they would be like, "Nah, you do you. We don't actually feel like getting our ass handed to us." As Deku's like, "That's not fun." As Kugo would walk out, he's like, "You're here to fight. You should go back to the mountains and train with your grandpa, kid." And Kugo was like around 19, so yeah. And he's like, "Alright, come at me." So basically not Goku, but Deku would rush at Kugo and Super Saiyan, as Kugo would block it with one hand, and then he would basically just start playing with Deku, as he would end Deku off by hitting him in the side of his neck, basically knocking our dude out. So he would walk away, and he's like, "You still need training." As they're like, "Cool." So yeah. Deku would wake up at his house, and he's like, "Shh." As Inko was like, "Alright, no more of that fighting crap. You're gonna basically study." Because Inko doesn't want Deku to be a hero or a freaking fighter. She wants him to be a scholar, just like Chi-Chi. But Deku's like, "Yeah, you can't keep me from this. It's what I love." She's like, "Whatever." As Deku goes in his room, and he does his homework, and before he goes to sleep, he practices on ki control. Because Deku wouldn't really have that good of ki control yet, so he would have to learn ki control to use abilities like the Kamehameha and basically basic ki blast plus flight. So yeah. That's Deku's life at the age of 7. Training with Goku Jr. and trying to surpass Kugo. So yeah. Kugo's max power right now is like around Super Saiyan 2. So yeah. Now, Deku was 10 years old, and he's just now being put back into a normal school since he was homeschooled. So he would run into Bakugo, and Bakugo's like, he's basically laughing. He's like, "What's your quirk?" As Deku's his tail's popping up, and he's like, "Well, I guess I could do this." As Deku would put his hand up, and Deku would master ki control over these 3 years. So he would basically put his hand up and shoot basically a blast of energy, and then it would explode the sky. So Baku's like, "Pretty cool." As he's like, "But I can already do that." As he basically shoots off an explosion. So Deku's like, "Huh." As he's like, "You want to fight?" Baku's like, "You would never win against me, kid." As they start to fight, Deku, he would basically immediately begin by dodging one of Bakugo's explosions by creating an after image of himself. As Deku would appear behind Bakugo and kick Bakugo in the head with a roundhouse. Then he's like, "Huh?" As Bakugo's basically knocked out on the floor, Deku's like, "I thought you were supposed to be strong." As the henchman will run off. So Deku, he would pick Bakugo up and he would take him to the infirmary before apologizing and running away. Bakugo would wake up and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta train." As he's like, "I just got knocked out with one hit." So, yeah. Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna put Dragon Ball Z villains. I'm gonna put Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Super villains in. So, I'm gonna put people in like Baby. I'm gonna put in like someone like Frieza. But this is like them coming from the past, because I'm gonna say that time patrollers exist in this. So they're protecting history. And I'm gonna say Mira and Mirai. Mira and Mirai? Is that how you say their names? Yeah, I'm gonna say they're in this as well. So we basically cut off again, and we skipped 5 more years as Deku's 15 now. Deku has completely mastered the art of Super Saiyan, and he has mastered Super Saiyan 2. And Bakugo, he's gotten extremely strong. I'm gonna say that by this time, Bakugo is as strong as his Season 4 counterpart. So, yeah. As Bakugo is shorter than Deku, so Deku is, I'm gonna say around, hold on, let me see what Goku's estimated height was. So yeah, Deku sits at 5'9". He's fully sized Goku now. So, he's walking with Bakugo, which is like 5'5", and they're talking. Bakugo's like, shut up, I'll surpass you anyway. Because anybody could learn Ki. So, I would say that Bakugo would begin to train with Goku Jr. as well. So, I say that Bakugo knows some Ki attacks as well. And he also uses Ki to enhance his body. So, the existence of Ki in this universe would drastically change it as well. Since humans can use Ki as well, and humans are powerful. They're not weak. They also, because they're balanced all around, and they have more room to grow, which means they only have higher power, and they have garbage Ki. Well, they can do garbage damage with Ki attacks, so yeah. So Baku has learned Ki attacks, plus he has been training with, basically Goku Jr., which his angry personality has dialed down to a more calm one. He isn't as strong as Deku yet, but still, he's strong. I'd put him around Krillin Z, not Krillin Z, because he would still be powerful. I'd say that Krillin Saiyan Arc, and that's pretty powerful. That would probably make Baku more like stronger than everyone in the not Dragon Ball, but Baku would be stronger than anybody in the My Hero universe. So that's pretty strong. So Baku's around Krillin, Frieza Saga. So yeah, he's not as strong as Deku yet, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah. So Deku's like talking about how he's gonna be the strongest hero, and he walks by a poster of Kugo, who just now became the number 2 hero, dethroning Endeavor. So he's like, as Baku's like, hey, how many times did you lose to that guy? And Deku's like, you don't need to know. And Baku's like, I know, because I've been counting. Hold on, I have to answer something. So yeah, I had to watch my little sister for a little bit, and I was also thinking about creating Discord. I'll let you know if I do, though. So anyway, I believe I left off where Bakugo was going to tell Deku how many times that he's lost to Kugo. So yeah, he's like, you've lost over 100 times, and you've won literally none of them. And Deku's like, shut up. How many times did you lose to me, huh, Bakugo? Bakugo's like, bastard. And he's like, yeah. So, yeah. Kugo wasn't slacking off either. Say that Kugo, he's reached the level of Super Saiyan 3. Wait, actually, no. Yeah, I say that he's really reached the level of Super Saiyan 3. But, like, he doesn't have it, but he's at that level. It's just that he's hit a stopping point and he can't go on. Which Deku, he's gonna, surpass him, because he's the main character and the main focus of the story. So, yeah. Bakugo and Deku finally arrive at their destination, which is, did I say walking home from school or walking to school? But anyway, they're walking to their destination, which is a school. So they go in, they do their normal shit. And the teacher is talking about how he knows that they want to go to UA. So he's like, Deku, Bakugo, I know that you two wanted to go to UA. You guys are going to be extremely powerful heroes. And Bakugo's like, you know it, as he starts letting off explosions. And Deku's like, yeah. And yeah. So the 10 months of training start. And through this time, Deku and Bakugo have started to train. So, yeah, by the end of the 10 months, I would say that Bakugo would be as strong as Cell Saga Krillin. And Deku, he's reached a stopping point, not stopping point, but a point where he's starting to be blocked by his limitations. So, yeah. Deku's gonna have to fight way stronger foes for him to break that barrier. So Deku's kind of just stuck at Super Saiyan 2. He asks Kugo if he can actually teach him a way to get past it. But Kugo's like, I'm not gonna help you surpass me. And Deku's like, shit. So Deku's basically reached a stopping point. And he's basically just gonna focus on training with Bakugo. Just see if he can break that. He basically see if he can break that limitation. So yeah. Deku, after basically using one of his attacks, which he calls it the seismic toss, basically Deku grabs someone by their arm or their wrist, and he basically spins them around like he's doing the dragon throw as he launches them towards the ground. And that is the seismic toss. So yeah. Bakugo, he basically just shoots out mini blasts of explosion infused with ki, making like a machine gun, like rapid fire type shit. So yeah, that's basically the 10 months of training for Deku and Bakugo. Deku helping Bakugo train, and Deku trying to break his limitation, which he does not manage to do. So by the end of this, Deku, he's basically walking to UA with Bakugo as they arrive, as Deku, being tall and not paying attention to where he's going because he's bickering with Bakugo, knocks over Uraka, but she would react fastly and grab her. So he's like, sorry, little lady. And she's like, oh, no problem. So Deku would walk past. Now, as you would know, Deku is extremely buff in this, so yeah. Deku walks in as it's time for the written exam. And Deku is smart in this one because he has the personality of Izuku Midoriya, which means that he would study. And he does have he also has like the personality of Goku, plus he has the personality of Deku. So yeah, Deku studies and he also likes to fight basically. So he wouldn't really have trouble passing this. Now is the robot exams. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So basically, Deku, he is getting ready to square off. Well, not square off, but basically he's getting ready to fight robots, as he is put in a zone. And as President Mike, he's talking about how, well, what they're going to do, as Deku, he would immediately rush, basically punching the door down and rushing towards the robots. As everyone's like, hey, teacher, are you going to stop him? He can't do that. And President Mike is like, I mean, he kind of can. There is no timer in the battle. There ain't no countdown in a real battle. And basically, they're just like, what? As they start to run off after Deku. So Deku, he's basically charging in at the robots, using his seismic toss, and tossing robots into each other. So Deku, he's basically like, alright, time to end this. Well, not end this, but time to basically rack up a few points. As he would run up to a robot that's about to grab him, and he would basically run up the robot, kicking it in the head, doing a backflip, as he would land in a Kamehameha position, as he would fire a Kamehameha. And this is a super Kamehameha, which it would destroy the entire block. Deku, he is registered to not have a quirk, but if they were to register Deku, he would probably be registered as a block leveling, like a city block leveling hero. But yeah, I mean, there would be no reason to basically put him on city leveling if he doesn't have a quirk that could level the city or an ability that can level the city. I'm pretty sure Deku, actually no, Goku could level an entire city. Not level a city, but he can destroy the entire world. I mean, if you were to use an explosion or shoot a ki blast towards the ground, that it would explode and it would probably destroy the city. But yeah, I'm just gonna say that he's classified as a block leveling hero. So yeah. So that happens. As Deku, he would continue to rush off. So Uraka would get hit by the thing. She would have to be saved as usual. As Deku, he would basically transform into Super Saiyan. As he would rush towards the robot, basically punching through the robot's arm and finishing off with, I'm gonna say, not dragon fist. I'm gonna say like a ki enhanced punch, which there's ki flowing around Deku's hand as he punches the robot, flying straight through it as the robot's head explodes. So Deku would land in a cool pose, and yeah, so that would happen. Deku would rush over to Uraka as he would save her and see if she's alright, as she says that she is good. So yeah. After that, Deku would walk home with Bakugo, as Bakugo and Deku, they're gonna go, get ready for a round of training before they go home and study together. So, yeah, that is where I'll be ending off this video. I hope that I did well in this one. I mean, I try to fix some of the mistakes that I made before. Like how I made Deku not know anything about his abilities until he was a little bit older. But yeah, so if you noticed any problems during the video, you guys can always feel free to tell me in the comments, and I won't snap on you because that was just a bad day, and I was basically extremely triggered. So yeah, I'm also planning on making a Discord, so I'll put that in the link of basically in the description of a video that I make, and I make the Discord. So the like goal for this video, or for the next part, will be 50 likes like always. That'll be the height of all my what ifs from now on. So yeah, 50 likes for part 2 to what if Deku was a reincarnation of Goku. Will Goku, well not will Goku, but will Deku break his limitations? Will Bakugo find a way to surpass him? And will Deku be able to face the foe that he is destined, well not destined, but will Deku be able to face the foe that he is destined to fight? Find out next time on What If Deku Was a Reincarnation of Goku. Did I say that right? Yeah, I said it. So, yeah, goodbye.